In this video, I'm going to teach you how to trade options on the ThinkorSwim mobile app. Let's go. First things first, for this example, let's say that we want to buy contracts on the S&P 500 or SPY. We're going to search for SPY. So once you pull that stock up, you're going to see a chart view. Now, this is my chart view. I'm looking at a 1 minute time frame. I prefer to do all of my technical analysis on my computer. However, it is possible to do it here right on the app. So let's say you've done your TA, you've decided what direction you'd like to bet on SPY going. You're going to head over to options. Now, under options, you're going to see a series of columns. And if you're familiar with ThinkorSwim on desktop, on your computer, you should be able to see all of the same info. It's just in a different layout. Now, we're going to see, obviously, we've got calls and puts. We've got our various expiration dates. Let's say we decided we want to buy some July 9th contracts. We're going to click on the drop down and we've got calls on the left and puts on the right. In the money contracts are in the blue and out of the money contracts are in the dark. Okay, they're not highlighted at all. We can see the various strike prices down the middle. Let's say we decided after doing our research that we want to go long on SPY. We're going to click on the ask side of calls because we want to bet on the direction of SPY to go up. You can see it says 2.52. Okay, so the $551 strike. Currently, these contracts are going for $252. Once we've clicked on 2.52 right under the ask, those are the contracts we want to buy. Make sure you don't click on the bid. If you click on the bid, that means we're going to be selling the contracts, well, that we don't own, right? We don't want to sell contracts we don't own. That could put your account in a very bad place. But you can see here it says -10. So we're going to close out of that. Again, we could buy the 549s, 550s, whatever. Let's say for this example, we're going to want to buy up the 549 contracts and we're going to click under the ask. These are currently going for $399 or $399. And then you can see it says plus 10. It's going to default to 10 contracts. We're going to click on next. And here is where you could go about deciding how many contracts you'd like to buy and how much you'd like to pay for them. Now, we're obviously going to be able to go in with a limit or market order. If you want to go in with a market order, you can change this to market. If you want to go in with a limit order, you change it to limit. Now, I would like to pay the least I possibly have to buy these contracts. So $384 and $399, we've got the bid, obviously, in the ask, the mid, and the nat. We're going to go down to the mid here and we're going to try to get filled on these contracts at $384. And then the quantity, let's say we just want to buy one contract. We want to confirm that obviously this is a buy order, that there is just one set of contracts here. We could see these are the 549 calls expiring July 9th. Okay, we can see all of the info about the contracts here. And we're going to see the cost of the trade is $384. That should line up with our limit order. And the position effect is to open. We want to make sure that's to open. Conditions, great. We're going to hit review. And here again, this is just going to be a nice area for confirmation that we are going to be buying the correct contracts we want to buy. You can see here, the SPY, 549 calls expiring July 9th. Our max profit should be infinite or it sometimes will be fixed. It just depends. But what is important is we want to make sure that our max loss is equivalent to the price of the contract or contracts we're buying. We know this limit order was at 384. That means 384 should be our max loss. That's as much as we're going to possibly lose. And then obviously there's going to be commission. Now on TOS, it costs 65 cents per contract and then 1 cent as well. So we're going to actually be paying an extra 66 cents. You can see the fee details there. And then we're going to send this through. Okay. Now we can click on view order and we can see this order is working. If it gets filled, it will move to filled, but because we sent a limit order in and we're trying to get a good fill price, it may not get filled. But once it does, it'll go into filled. If you want to see this working order filled, canceled, and all selection, all you have to do is go to more. You're going to click on orders and that is where you will see this. Clearly, we're not going to get filled. Okay, we're trying to get too low of an entry. We want to click on the order, cancel replace order. We can also cancel the order if we so desire, but let's cancel replace order and let's bump this up a bit and try to get filled at 390. We're going to review And same thing, we're gonna send that through. Now we should see here, it says working. You can actually see one of my orders from earlier today, my buy and sell order. And it still looks like we're not getting filled. At this point, if you really want to get into the trade, you could obviously just go ahead and go in with a market order and we can send that through. And then you're essentially going to get filled instantly, okay? So let's walk through that process one more time. Again, under overview, watch list, or trade, you can pull up the ticker you'd like to trade. Let's say we're gonna trade SPY. Well, looks like it just pulled up shares of SPY. Well, we are not trying to buy shares. We want to buy option contracts. So we're going to close that. Sometimes it will do that. We could try again under overview. We're going to look up SPY. There we go. We're back to where we left off. Now, obviously, we've got the chart, the news, the options, and the level 2. We want to make sure we're under options. We're going to select our expiration date first, followed by our strike price. Let's say we want to buy calls. Under the ask side, we're going to hit calls. We're going to go next. We're going to adjust the quantity we want to buy. Let's say we just want to buy 1 call. And we want to go in with a market order. We're going to review, we're going to confirm this is the correct contract, and we're going to send this through. And then you should be able to go and see that that order has actually been filled. So that's it. Now, if you actually want to learn a strategy, simple yet easy and effective, an approach to make money in the stock market, I've been trading for 8 years myself. I trade options, and I would love to help you out. Click the first link in the description below if you'd like to apply for my mentorship group and learn more. Subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one.